Bruce sees all.
Hi everyone, my name is Bruce Swartz. Thanks so much for taking the time to like the video, to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in the channel. This is going to be an amazing video, and it's going to show a lot of truth and explain a lot of things to some people who are maybe confused with UFOs and satellites. I'm going to show you, well, first of all, let's look at this. This object came down to the house. Now, you all can say, and I'm talking in theory, I know most of you appreciate it, but people can say that I zoomed up on this object. Well, it's not zoomed up because the stars would be big in the background. There's a shape inside of it, so it can be a UFO and not just an unidentified aerial phenomena. The bright light that is appearing, moving around beside it's not a UFO. It's because the light is being captured too much with my infrared camera. Satellites. We want to talk about satellites. Bruce, the lights you're filming are satellites? Well, and again, people will think, Bruce, don't get discouraged. I'm not mad. I'm here to explain things. There will always be trolls on any channel. This is definitely not a satellite. And you'll see right here in the end, it comes down and it almost touches the roof. It is even with the roof, just over top of it. And I'm not the roof of my house, the roof of the garage. Watch it. It'll peer right to the roof of the garage, and we see that shape in it. So there it is. So now I want to talk to you something about satellites. What I'm going to show you now is a real satellite train. There's Venus, just to give you an idea of the shape and size of the satellites. Watch them already disappearing. And these were just launched from Florida. You're looking at 120 satellites that were launched, and it's a satellite train. They are minuscule, and they were seen, well, you saw the real time here, less than 10 seconds, and they're going to completely, and I repeat, completely disappear. But the problem is I have an infrared camera, not a regular camera like 99% of the people say I see them too, unless you have an infrared. Now, where are they? They didn't disappear. It's because they came over the horizon. That's why they were seen right beside Venus, because Venus is the first star up in the sky, right? Even though it's a planet, not a star. But when you look at the size of Venus and you look at the size of these lights that are going to rise hundreds of kilometers in orbit, you won't see them. And I'm going to show you them flickering at the same time. So as for that other object I showed you, okay, the larger light, it has nothing in comparison with these tiny miniature lights that we see, and again, only when the satellites were let go. So now here we can change the filter. Look how small the bloody lights are. They are tiny, but I want you to notice the characteristics. I'm showing you 120 satellites. Why doesn't one of the lights look like the UFOs I get? Why do they have tail ends? Why are they billowing like they're on some type of steroid, right? Well, look at all the mirrors are turning. You're not going to see them. You can't see them crossing the whole sky. Watch them here. And I love this one. You'll see them all blink together. Oh, keep watching. When they blink together, there we go. Why are they all blinking, right? Why are they not independently blinking? It's because it was just the sun as it was coming over the horizon. And this, when I filmed it, go back a couple years ago to see the time, it was 9 o'clock or something like that, 9:30. It's just to say that the sun was under the horizon and we could still see a lot of light in the sky, and I'm using the infrared camera. So these are two instances. On the left, you just, there it is blinking. On the left, you saw the 60 train, and on the right was the 120 train. And here, even close up, you could see that it's very different to the satellites that I'm getting. But how come if I have an infrared camera that we're seeing them disappear, those satellites? Well, easy. People get mixed up and wonder why UFOs are seen with satellites. Because they're hot? This object freezing up there that's going to rise up in height, okay, doesn't have a 24/7 motor on that thing that's creating a whole bunch of heat. It's just a satellite the size of a washing machine or a microwave. Once it goes up in orbit, don't even think of seeing it anymore. You see the space station go by. sometimes. That's a hell of a lot bigger than a satellite. But how come the space station's as big as a pencil point? Right. Wanted to share that with you all. Proof. You literally looked at it. This was from the other day's video where you saw a flash of light beside the UFO or light going by. It's definitely not a satellite because we look at the different characteristics. This is the one just caught recently going by in the sky. Now, a meteor, falling star, breaks up. This one did not break up. So it was a big object, whatever it may be, going by and picking up the oxygen in the oxygen, catching on fire in the oxygen. But the problem I have, and I say it often enough, the geocorona with the oxygen around Earth extends 100,000 kilometers, if not miles, past the moon. So why are things looking like they're suddenly spontaneously combusting? So just incredible. This is a capture not too long ago. Looks like a Tic Tac shape, actually. But we do see it breaking up as it comes into the atmosphere. Well, breaking up or going into a portal, but I won't be able to prove that. Just visual proof, though. We could just see the object. Perfect shot. I was lucky to get it center like that. Coming into the atmosphere and then breaking up. As it, you'll see here, as it either disappears, and it's not because it goes out of the screen, it was literally in the screen. These are captures that are, how can I say it, not easy to be able to capture. So you have to be out there every single night. It doesn't even mean that I'm going to get these objects. Not because you're out there even often that you can get them. Some of the objects, if not all of them, are mainly exclusive sightings. They're rare sightings that not hundreds of people at the same time capture these objects around the sky. You guys and gals know it. It's very rare to see an object in the sky where you hear like thousands of people around the world talking about it. This dark triangle. So these sightings remain only seen in Canada, for example, because I caught it in Canada. It's rare. Do you know what I mean? When a UFO appears in Brazil, why is it that not everyone in the world seeing it? Well, it could very well mean it's closer to Brazil. Like when I see something next to the sun, doesn't mean it's next to the sun. But like this object that's turning and burning. And try to show it to you the best way I can, since this is not the original anyways. Check it out. As it's going down, it has a tail end of something, and it gets wider and turns as it's descending. And I'll take a look at it with you all quite simply just by converting it like this. And whoa. Watch it turn, and get brighter as it's turning. We'll see it in different ways, like here. You know that it's not a fly. You know that it's not a plane. It's, it's not a space station going by, unless it would be on fire, right? Who knows what's going on up there? We talk about space wars, like the real space wars. Look at it turn. This is real debris, whatever you want to call it. It's an object. It's not a standard meteor or UFO, now is it, when you take a look at that? And it's literally something that we can see going right by the sun. How awesome is that? So check it out. 218 on the left, 2022 on the right. When you look at the two areas, you go, wow, they're the same. But it's large areas. Mount Everest is not going to move. We have to zoom in to see smaller objects. But check it out. A very clear, precise change. Two different supposed craters. I'm excited right now. And this is what NASA doesn't want us to see. Look on the right, 2022, the updated structuring and the construction, they're advancing. The craters are not the same. There is a legitimate difference. I know this is hard to show. Let's see that one more time. So on the left, 218, and on the right, 2022. The changes are going to be done with the small details. You're not going to see a giant crater disappear, right? When you look at the surface, the changes are incredible, what I'm going to show you right here. Two different supposed craters. They're definitely not craters. You can see the construction or difference on the right, whether it be natural or not. There is a difference with both sides. So you be the judge. Taking a look at this, seeing changes on the surface, even though they're hard to see and there's not many seen, doesn't mean there's no one up there.
Playing the blues, I like to, so I like you, I like playing the blues. Yeah, you don't have to know what you do to play the blues, just sing what you feel. Yeah, sing what you feel.